travel ban, I can say, hey, look, you're Iranian, you don't have any other exceptions, therefore the travel ban applies, and we know that that means extreme vetting is going to be applied, and that you'll have a public safety and national security review done under the Visas Donkey program, as well as potential other visas programs for security advisory opinions. That means your case will be delayed and negatively impacted. But that's only one part of the story. It's not really telling you what they might be finding out about you. It's not telling you what the actual cause of delays are, because if it was just a simple Visas Donkey program hit, you could, if it was an actual hit, we know it would take 6 to 12 months to deal with. But now that we're adding, 30, 40,000 people more per year into a program that was designed to handle 1,000 or 2,000 people a year, it's really dramatically delayed all the cases. So historically, the way that I would identify these cases, basically get all the inputs going into it, the outputs coming from it, and then try to reverse engineer what the central black box of the system is. So similar to what I was doing when I was a software developer. Patterns that you see for it are all over the place. Lately, I've started seeing more individuals from Pakistan who are encountering administrative processing because they've traveled elsewhere in Pakistan or have been in a hookah lounge or some other facility that has created a concern, because there might be people who they could have met at that location that are participating in something that implicates national security. Also, sometimes what masjid you go to, and so where have they been attending, what imams have they taken classes from, what type of Islamic studies have they done. Then certain crazy things, like a couple of years ago, there started being additional hits for Egyptians who had had hair plugs done in Turkey, because there were a couple terrorists that had that done before they went to Germany, and so all of a sudden anyone else who had had it done was assumed to be a terrorist.
How do they know these facts of the hookah lounge, or if they got hair plugs? Is that something during the interview they ask about?
A lot of the time it's your local intelligence.
Oh, wow.
On that, a lot of people's home countries report on it. The other problem that you end up seeing is a ton of cases, you'll have a neighbor who will report you.
Wow.
Out of jealousy, hoping that if you're in enough of a despotic regime, they might come and take away your home and your land, and then hey, there's a free chunk of land next door, I can go buy my neighbor's house cheap, or even just move on in and take it over.
Yeah.
That's actually been a lot of the product of our post 9/11 world, in that a lot of countries have been able to use that to abuse human rights, or neighbors have used it to abuse human rights, purely by labeling someone as a terrorist, where they very likely weren't or had no involvement with any type of organization like that.
So sad.
It being a convenient way to get revenge on somebody or get what you want out of them.